Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Let's give everybody an update on the scope and magnitude here this morning from Jamaica. The sun's out and hurricanes pulled away last night. We're this morning we've been cleaning up around the house here, a lot of down trees and things around the area. No, I have not heard anything from Josh. It's a catastrophic disaster west of here, like biblical proportions. It's a super disaster. Um, we just been cleaning it up. We've been taking debris from the house here, clean it up, and take it to a field down the street here. Neighbors have been coming up and uh, connecting to Wi-Fi to this Starlink on the roof here. We got solar backup, so we're able to offer power to people to come by and charge their phones and make calls out what to do. And so that's underway. And so that everybody's just trying to get out at this point. Um, anyway, that's what's that. Can't go too far because my mostly here overnight. I've seen Montego Bay. I think it's called the Sanchez or Santo International Airport, which goes into um, the airport there, Montego Bay. It's got damaged as the hurricane kind of veered a little bit left, and it has. It's they're assessing the damage there, but it could be closed. Talking update from the aviation minister late yesterday said that they're assessing the damage and seeing how long term the airport there's going to be closed. It did sustain major damage, maybe even catastrophic. Um, so there's approximately this morning, there's about 2,500 to 3,000 Americans, tourists there. They're trying to leave the island. So that's not going to happen. The problem is, and this is so hard to explain, unless you've been here, it's my first time here. So it's very difficult. It's very really hilly, very high terrain at a lot of areas in the road network. In a lot of areas, the roads have been either severed by intense flash flooding and mudslides. Um, so it's going to be totally unrealistic for people to try to. I don't think they can even make it from the Montego Bay area all the way back over to Kingston. Uh, Kingston Airport is going to be. They're going to assess damage today. They're going to allow emergency flights starting tomorrow morning into Kingston International Airport from around the world. Emergency supplies are getting prepared now. I don't know about U.S., but other countries are responding to for that area. Uh, so anyway, that's what I know about Kingston. And then I think they're going to have go back to standard operation flights. Yes, I did fly into Montego Bay, but I will not be able to leave Montego Bay. Is my understanding based on the damage, but we'll see how that turns out. But I rebooked at Kingston. I'm not sure if I can get out of Kingston on Saturday. Just the roads between here and there, don't know if they're open. I've got other contacts on the island, media contacts. They're checking at Mandeville. There's people there. We're trying to find if the turnpike's open from Mandeville over to Kingston. And yes, Montego Bay is bad. A lot of not all, but and again, I haven't been there. I've just seen short little tiny clips from different locations. Like everybody else online, they've have they sustained moderate to heavy to catastrophic damage in the northwest eye wall. A lot of hotels have their roofs ripped off and windows blown out and things of that nature. The south side of the island, when the eye came ashore, it's a total devastation, as you've seen online. As the eye came inland, it's a very compact eye. I maybe had winds here at Santa Cruz, maybe 100, 125. and we're 15 miles east of the eye. And but as you got closer to the eye, the winds ramped up like this. We had 100, I believe, 196, 198, were the made landfall on the northeast quadrant there. It was measured. I believe it was a NOAA drop zone right as it was making landfall at the surface. Total devastation west of me. There's across the island, probably almost 100%. And again, I can't verify all the numbers from the Jamaican public utility company, but they serve about 900,000. But majority of the power across the entire island is out. There is the greatest need for right now. We need here is it's going to be people clearing the debris, urban search and rescue. We need help from around the world. And we're going to need thousands of helicopters. I said this 3 days ago. Because of the terrain, we need helicopters to respond. We need the U.S. Navy to respond. We need the U.S. Coast Guard to respond. We need the American cruise ships to respond. Shout out to Royal Caribbean, Carnival. We need 1 to 2 cruise ships to come to Montego Bay to pick up somewhere between 3,000 and 5,000 Americans. Probably coordinate that and try to see if I can't make that happen by Saturday, or sometimes Saturday makes the most sense. Give it 2 or 3 days for the roads to clear in that immediate area up there, so we can get the people out of the hotels onto the cruise ships, because I think the airport is. I don't know how long it's going to be out of commission, but I don't think the airport's going to be an option. And as of right this minute, I don't think it's impossible to get from Montego Bay over to Kingston, because a lot of the roads are washed out, from what I understand. So that's a long-term problem. Um, so the most thing that makes the most sense to me right now is bring cruise ships into Montego Bay, pick up the Americans there that are there, and then we need any country that can offer air assets. We really desperately need heavy equipment to clear roadways and those kind of things. Yes, I know the American government shut down the clear roadways and pathways across the island. So you actually take the big Huey helicopters, the big airlift helicopters, to bring equipment in and land it on different parts of the mountain ridges in these areas internally, instead of trying to drive them up those areas. Bringing helicopters in and drop off supplies, water, food, MREs along the entire coast from east to west. The western half is the area that's probably the most devastated. From Santa Cruz westward, the damage escalates dramatically. Um, so that's what I see right now, and but it's a catastrophe west of here. I don't know anything about fatalities or people missing. I do know there's people trapped in rubble west of here. Don't know all the cities, but I've seen clips southeast of Montego Bay on the mountain areas where entire towns are being washed away. And when I say washed away from the intense mudslides, they're like gone. They're gone, and I do mean gone. So the scope and magnitude of this disaster is unbelievable. So anyway, that's good news about the um, supplies. So that's what I know right now. It's going to be yeah. They're for yes. I don't know exactly how. It's really I've got a flight booked out of Kingston, but getting from where I'm at, that 82-mile road to Kingston from here, is going to be my greatest challenge in my entire chase career. I think the best way I can describe it, for people that have been to the United States, it's like being tasked to climb over the Rocky Mountains and there's no road. You got help waiting for you at the top of the mountain or the other side of the mountain. You just got to get there. But blue team shit, I'll get there. These are the hilltops from just southwest of Santa Cruz. Um, all the hilltops have been decimated, especially to my west. I hadn't had a chance to even go 4 blocks from here because all the debris. But all these ridge lines have been decimated, both from flood and wind damage, roofs ripped off, and from here westward, it's a super catastrophe. Concrete 4 bars of number 5 concrete beams here where I'm at broke, and just the slightest little elevation climb where I'm at here, about 150 feet roughly AGL. You can just go, if I just go to this block here, just rise about 50 feet, just a little slight elevation rise. The wind damage and the damage to structures is more intense just a block away as you go up. Um, is 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 um, is unbelievable. So anyway, we're cleaning up here immediately. Can't really venture out anywhere right now. We're just trying to fix damage around the house and try to get things back to normal here. But we're helping the neighbors. Neighbors are coming by and charging their cell phones and um, doing what they can to make calls out to loved ones via Starlink. Starlink's been a lifesaver here. I'm sure it saves thousands of lives, and it's going to save thousands of lives going forward. Thank you, Elon. Um, we need lots of help here. It's not our location west of here. I can't even get there. Right. So plan is to stay here, real close proximity, and we'll after we get the property cleared up and get some things fixed here, I'm going to venture over to downtown Santa Cruz, which is about a mile away. I talked to the um, person that shot the video from downtown Santa Cruz, the intense flash flooding. He lives here. Yeah, so Garfield, everybody wants to know how you and your wife are doing. Garfield, they want to say they want to make sure you're okay. Yes. Yep. Yep. Yeah. 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 We do. Yeah. Well, we need each other. Just like neighbor here is helping neighbor. Um, Everybody's helping each other, and people are coming by here. And Garfield's solar is allowing people to charge here, make phone calls on the Starlink. Yeah, they're bringing their phones in here and charging our power banks. Yeah, there's multiple people. Yeah, he's got standby generator. So we're helping the neighbors here. Um, so we're doing all we can here locally. But we're going to yeah, we'll start here in we'll start yeah, we're just east of Santa Cruz, about how far? A half a mile, 1 kilometer? Less than a mile. We're just east of Santa Cruz, east of a mile, just up on the ridge line here, just east. And yes, Garfield does have a nice house. Yes, he's an awesome electrician, and he does a lot of work in the States and DC area. And yeah, scroll, yeah, yes. Okay. Yep. There you go. This guy's incredible, guys. He's a super individual. Um, you think I get pumped up, talk fast? He's a slow version of me, but he's very determined. He's very uplifting, and he's got the spirit of Jamaica, helping each other and helping our neighbors. And we're going to get through this together. And that's what we do. Garfield is the best. Yes, he is, and his wife's incredible. Incredible cook. Both of them are incredible cooks. It just is unbelievable. Yeah. No, what's your hit as a way can people how do people find you, Garfield? YouTube. Okay. Yeah, social. He's not. Yeah, he's how to say this? He's so busy working, he doesn't have time to even look at social media, let alone participate in it. That's really what he's saying. Right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. He's telling me the mic's not working here. So hang on a minute. Let me do this with you. That you're sit they hear you. Can you hear me? Like it says, tell me plug both these. See if they hear you. Can you hear him now? Yeah. Talk to him. Talk to him. Okay. Go ahead and talk to him.
So what I was saying, I have no time for social media. You know, I have all the time in the world to fix stuff for people and let it work, and go around and fix building and fix, electrical stuff. So I do not have much time for social media. But hopefully when I get older, I'll probably have some time, but not right now. When you get free time. When I get
Once you
free time.
repeat, once you don't mind, once you repeat your company name.
Oh yeah.
For US, and you working repeat about Alabama, Florida, in the area, the states you're working.
My company in the US is Ultimate Electric, and I use it also on YouTube, and I got a YouTube page. It's another YouTube page called Jamaican G, just Jamaican and the letter G, and that's it. I have no more social media. I try to go on Instagram with this name Jamaican Al Pacino, but I don't know if that page is still out there, because, like I said, I have no time for social media at this time.
So Garfield's been incredible, incredible love here for his neighbors and his country.
Yes, Jamaican G.
Yeah, Jamaican G. He's an incredible individual. I was so blessed to us connect at the airport.
It's amazing how we just connected to each other like that on the plane.
On the plane, there's a situation on the plane as we're deplaning, and they said hold up, and we encountered each other up front, and one thing led to another. We're talking about customs to get through.
Yes, Jamaican Al Pacino. Yep. I have that on my Instagram.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead.
So anyway, I don't. They probably can't hear me because of the earplugs, but that's fine. That's fine. That's good. That's good. I think I have both of them. But basically, we ran into each. We just hit it off, and it's electrician builder, and I told him I'd build houses in Tulsa and commercial buildings, and we just hit it off. And I said, and he says, "Hey, I got solar panels. I got EV. I got big battery." And I said, "Oh, you do?" He goes, "Yeah, you need help? Let me know." And then as the hurricane's approaching, I'm calling him. He's like, "Hey, looks like you're in the track." Then it shifted east of him, and then back west of him, and then it ended up going farther west. And I said, then I had tire blows out, and then so anyway, I got here the day before the hurricane made landfall, and he's gracious enough to open his home to me, and I'm very grateful for that. And so that's how we hit it off. But he's just an incredible human being. We're both builder tech people to the core. To the core, he has the same all the same tools we do. We have the same processes and thoughts and backup batteries and cameras and mini splits and all that kind of stuff. So we're sharing that love together. And then also, how do we take that knowledge and then help Jamaica recover, and then help spread that word of what we need here from a technical, structural perspective, and then also on a cleanup perspective for Jamaica. And that's what we're trying to do.
But I think right now we're the only one who got power in
Yes,
the whole entirely zone. Right.
this area, immediate area, we're the only one that has solar backup.
Power and internet. Nobody has internet back here.
Yeah, nobody has the internet, Starlink, and Garfield does.
Nobody does.
He has internet. I got my Starlink survived, and it's we'll be putting it to use. We'll be going down in town to Santa Cruz after we get the property cleaned up here shortly, and we go down there and do some law reports from there.
We're gonna hit the hot zones, right? We're gonna go to where the high hit. I think I'm gonna take it to Black River. That's where that's an epidemic of.
Yeah, I don't think we'll make it to Black River.
We might. I don't think so. We might.
Yeah, we might.
But keep our finger crossed. We might make it.
Yeah,
we might not make
it.
Yeah.
That's a super catastrophe over there. Super catastrophe.
Far away from here is like.
I know, but that half an hour could be, as I just said earlier, the way I described here, and you could correct me if I'm wrong. I said it's like there's help at the top of the mountain, and for people in America, it's like starting at the base of the Rocky Mountains. You got to climb, walk. You drive to a third of the way up, and it's like if you just get here, we've got planes waiting on for you and help, which is like Kingston from here, right? But getting there is going to be the greatest challenge in my entire case career. That's not an overstatement, right? It's just it is a fact, right? Roads are washed out. Towns have washed away west of here and north of here. The human tragedy here is biblical proportions, and I sincerely mean that. Uh, that's all I know right now. I don't. We don't know what we can do. Yeah, that area up there had major damage. Tremali up to the north shore, up north. Here we back this up, right there.
Oh, Trelawney.
Trelawney, yes.
Who is this? Oh, yeah, Cindy. Does anyone knows if Trelawney is okay?
We don't.
It's not okay. That's where the high pass through Trelawney and also it Trelawney and then it Montego Bay. Sway,
Yep.
and then go out in the sea. So Trelawney is not fine. Trelawney get messed up bad.
Right. Pretty much think about, as we talked about, this hurricane is I'm trying to explain it real simple. The eye being 30 miles in diameter, roughly 15 to 30 at landfall. You saw the big eye approaching the coast. The gradient on the winds didn't extend out like 100 miles or 200 miles as far as hurricane force winds, the 125, 150, 175, 200-mile winds. It was very tight around the eye wall, like 15 miles either side of the eye wall. So as you saw the eye make a landfall at Black River, just southwest of Black River, there in the northeast eye wall, Black River storm surge and damage there is catastrophic. It's pretty much it got decimated there. As it came north up toward Montego Bay,
it takes off to White House. There's a place that.
Okay. Yes. Plug that back in. I can't hear you. Yep. Trelawney. Okay. Okay. So just think about from the eye made landfall up to Montego Bay, assume that area has been catastrophic damage. There's no power, there's no cell phone, there's no electric, there's probably no gas. Again,
the microphone isn't working.
Mine or his. Yeah, which one's not working? Me or him? We can't hear Jeff or Garfield.
Says I can't hear Garfield.
Okay, let's do this. Yeah, let's do this. Let's take them out, both out. Let me. Let's do this. Let me do this. I'm gonna turn off.
And why you do that?
Can
you hear us now?
You should be able to hear us now. You should be able to hear us now because I turned off the Bluetooth to the earpieces. Much better. There we go.
Better.
Okay, we're in tandem. I call this stereo.
Yeah.
Right? How do we say that in Jamaican, right?
Say it again.
Stereo. We have two of us talking, right? Anyway, so repeat what you're saying about the Black River northward to Montego Bay.
Yeah, it's when it leaves that's where I think Black River is where the epidemic, the eye passed through a couple miles over there. Then it went on to White House and White House over there in where that other parish, I forget that other parish name, but it leave from White House, then it take over there in Trelawney.
Yes.
And then it leave from Trelawney and it Montego Bay.
Yep.
And then travel over out in the sea. So St. James, Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz. Everything from Santa Cruz. I tell you from my hurricane experience, the eastern eye wall.
Yes, Westmoreland. Yes.
Westmoreland.
White House is in Westmoreland.
Yes. Now Westmoreland, I'm not there, but I saw a video, and again, I got to share it with Garfield. There's a video out of Westmoreland this morning, and the video out of Westmoreland, it is absolutely decimated. It looks like an intense flash flood. Are they in the mountains? I guess they're in the mountains, high country, kind of in that area.
They kind of got mountainous terrain.
Yeah, they had extreme water flowing through Westmoreland is what it looked like. There's massive damage there from water and from wind. But just assume everything from our location westward is catastrophic. From the coast, from the south coast to the north coast, it's catastrophic. So take the eye, take about a 30-mile width of Black River up to just east of Montego Bay, a 30-mile width. It's been totally catastrophic disaster at epic proportions. And then from there eastward, we're done with mudslides, roads gone, water's, hillsides are gone, catastrophic damage over a lot of the island, and a lot of big flooding over north of Kingston. A lot of flooding over.
We got all hospital damage over there in Black River and in Montego Bay.
Yes.
Roof gone, everything lifted up, blown off. It's crazy. But we're gonna bounce back.
Yeah, we're gonna bounce back. So Garfield and I, we're gonna get the property cleaned up, get things, and then we're gonna go down to Santa Cruz, and go look and see what happened there. We'll give you some live updates. I'm gonna get my Starlink going this today and get it up and running this morning. And we're on Starlink on his house. And thank God you had backup battery.
Yeah.
I can't tell you guys, and even in America, any country, it's so important to have backup battery, solar.
It's important. I got this solar running from yesterday about 8:30. From we lose the grid yesterday.
Yes.
Non-stop. This thing keeps still running with battery backup until today.
Right. We're still going.
And still, the sun came out and started giving back energy again.
Right.
To continue again for tomorrow.
Right.
So it's a good thing. Solar is a good thing to people to capitalize on it and get some in your house.
Yes. So anyway, and thank you.
Starlink is a good thing too.
Yeah, thank you, Elon, and thank you
Thanks,
for
Elon, for
the
giving
service through November for people on the island. And
I thank Elon so much.
yes, he's awesome.
It's a good thing. People got still.
We're going to leave shortly here a little
here.
bit, guys. Another problem. This is another challenge here. Remember, there's no stores open. There's no power. I've already had 2 flats. I got my spare on the car. There's no. We have some plugs and some air compressors, but you got to change your own tires yourself. Not just change them, but you got to repair them yourself.
Yes.
There's nothing to change.
Nothing on
and there's so much debris. I just went a half a mile back, and I have a flat, right? And so this is a challenge across all of Jamaica, guys. But anyway, that's another whole story. All right, we'll get back with you. I just want to give you a quick update from Garfield and I here in Santa Cruz, Jamaica. The sun's out, the wind's down, maybe 10 miles an hour. It's a beautiful day for recovery. Yes, food and water. Everybody's going to need food and water across the entire island. We're going to need food and water, shelter on a massive scale. We need Red Cross. We need all the.
Somebody says, please describe your solar.
Yeah, a lot of people want to know about your package.
Let's go inside the house
Go
and
inside.
show.
Well, first of all, let's look at outside. Let's talk about this real quick. There's the solar panels, right? They survived. You got 17.
We got 16.
16 panels.
8 on one side of the
8 on one side and 8 on the other. There's Starlink over there mounted. And let's go look at the inside here. I'm gonna try to drive around the island, guys. You don't understand unless you've ever been here.
Go ahead, Jeff.
You've never. You can't understand this situation here. It's as I just said. It's like driving that is a metal roof. It's like driving over the Rockies with no roads. That's what we're dealing with. Okay. Describe your situation here.
Okay. First to begin with, this is the brain up here. This is a 12K PV inverter. This is a 12K PV inverter from EG4, as you can see, EG4 in Texas, USA. And also, I try to stay with EG4 because it's a good company. I try not to get the Chinese stuff because if you got the Chinese stuff, you cannot get it programmed after you online. But that's the reason I choose to get the American stuff. Because you could easily get someone to ask question if you need help, So I got this batteries here. I got 2 batteries here. This is a 14.3 kilowatt hour storage. And this is another 14.3 kilowatt storage. This one is for outdoor, as you could see, different from this one, but both is the same battery. But this one is an outdoor battery. And this one is an indoor battery, but they're both 14.3 kilowatt storage each. So the total amount of storage I got is 28.5 kilowatt storage I got.
Let's talk about your power, the grid, and see what the solar panels are putting back into the battery.
All right, let's see what we got in here now. We got the solar panel giving us one side is giving us 1,055 on one side right now, and then the other side is giving us 1,230 watt coming in right now. I got 1,675 charging back the battery. I got like 41% left leave in the battery, and also I got 535 watt going to the house right now. And I got my power grid right here, which is nothing on it, zero, because we got no power on it from when? From yesterday?
Right. Yesterday morning, we had lost power.
So
no power coming
this
off
is
the
a grid right here sitting down with nothing in it. It's empty. So only the solar working right now. And you could see the panel coming down here, feeding this inverter, and then from the inverter to the house, and then from the inverter again to the battery. So it's a good thing to be solarized, man. You know, it's very
So let's talk about this again. So your setup here, and people in, as you said earlier, Florida, Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia, what other states in the Southeast you work your job?
I work in North and South.
Arkansas.
Yes, I do a job down in Arkansas too. Thanks for reminding me. I do so many work. I forget.
So can you do solar projects like this that help
No,
people?
I don't do solar project. I'm an electrician.
Electrician.
Yeah,
But he can help describe and recommend some equipment and how to set it up.
Yes, I do this myself. But first of all, to know what you need, you gotta know how much per month you pay for your electric bill, so you could do the calculation of what you need to get, the size of the battery and the size of the inverter. That will, your light bill or your utility bill can tell you, can determine what size of equipment you need to get.
Yes.
You know, and do from you look on your solar, from you look on your utility bill, that can tell you how much to calculate. Do your calculation with that bill, and that will tell you what to get. You know, it's easy to calculate, man.
Yeah.
I do my own calculation and know what size to get. So I will never run out of power. Never.
Never run out of power.
No, I will never run out
The
of
sun's not going to go away.
Well, if it goes away for a couple of days, I got my backup generator, could charge my battery.
I'm talking about on a permanent level. It's always going to be there, right?
Oh,
so, yeah. So there's something you did, and I haven't even asked you, I don't want to put you on the spot, but I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
I made a mention to you. I said, hey, you'd be kind of cool. You told me, let's go out here. And I don't know how you did it. Or, when you designed your home, well, the fan deals were, you had LED lights up here. But I said something about, hey, it'd be cool if you could put it in different modes, like a different color mode, because as a hurricane was approaching, we can go in blue, green, yellow, red. So when we go into hurricane warning, we can start putting the lights into red. You know, he's got pink, green, and blue.
They change every second.
Yeah, they change every second. So we went into hurricane mode, and so one of my live shots I did, it's like, there we are. We're in code red. We're in hurricane warning, the biggest hurricane in the Atlantic, one of the biggest in the Atlantic basin. You know, a very intense Cat 5. And said we're in code red, right? So anyway, from Garfield's house, beautiful home here in Santa Cruz,
St. Elizabeth, yeah. Santa Cruz, Jamaica. Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth, Jamaica. That's
Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth, Jamaica. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right, be exact. Yes, I understand the Canadian Navy is on part of the island. The biggest thing is, guys, we're gonna need air resources, water, food, tents. You got to have people west of here, or they've lost their homes, their businesses. Yeah. They're outside. They're isolated communities. They're outside. They have no contact to the outside world. And that is all the way from where it made landfall all the way up to Montego Bay. Communities are totally isolated, and it's not just that. A lot of the roads are washed out and massive damage. But we're going to need air flights coming in, those kind of things. So anyway, we're working on that, and we're going to go down to Santa Cruz shortly, and look what happened downtown there, and then we're going to start, I guess, maybe go west and to the damage area if we can even make it. We'll see. So,
and if anybody interested in doing the solar, don't get too much of it. I don't have anything against the Chinese stuff, but if the American equipment are a little bit more pricey, but it's really worth it, because if, like I said, if everything my system it works online, you know, and you gotta have to download new software update and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Those people in Texas will sit in their office and do it for free for you. So that's the reason why you gotta have to stick with the American product.
American products,
Yes,
yes.
yes, because
Yes.
you cannot get it. I can't speak Chinese.
Right,
So-
American help, right?
Yes,
Help, yeah.
yes,
Yes,
and
Garfield's
you're
a
gonna
super guy.
You're gonna need help with it after
Yes.
after you install it, like
Yes.
like malware, like software upload and
Software
download
supports, right.
and support.
Yeah,
You're gonna need
yeah.
help with that. So just stick to the
Basic stuff,
from-
yes.
from the States.
Yeah, we need, yeah. Anyway, that's gonna be a major deal. So we're gonna see what we can do our part to help in recovery, and we'll get back with you guys a little bit later today, okay?
For sure.
For sure. Thank you guys that's it from here. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, so right, Steven.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's get a little more please. I'm coming behind you, Jeff.
Let me integrate again, change subject here. Garfield got me hooked on this Blue Mountain coffee. I didn't realize it's the third most popular. Your wife was telling me that the Blue Mountain coffee is the third most popular coffee worldwide,
In the world, yeah.
in the entire world.
Yeah.
Blue Mountain coffee here from Jamaica.
Yeah, yeah.
Guys, I'm having it. It is
Hey.
absolutely
The Japanese bought out the whole thing for themselves.
okay.
Yeah, they bought the whole everything.
and so
but we
it's,
still got it though.
Yeah, so I'm having it. It's the smoothest, best looking coffee I've had my entire life. I'm definitely buying some at the Kingston Airport, and once I reach there and bring some home. It's wonderful. So we're gonna wrap up here at the house, get cleaned up. We'll go down to Santa Cruz and see how that situation is. We'll bring you up live. Our intent is to go live nonstop on recovery and who needs what where, and we're gonna do our part to help Jamaica. Okay, we're boots on the ground, and there's two kind of people in the world: people that talk and complain and do nothing, and people who actually go out and do something. Or Garfield and I are the guys that go out and do something. We make it happen. And that's why we're both together. We're going to bring this together and help Jamaica, Jamaican strong, and we're going to bring our best of both sides of assets and skill sets, and we're going to get this done. Okay, hang in there. We're just getting started. Love you guys. Bye bye.